Good morning, fiber friends, and welcome to Vlogmas 2019 with your blind crochet fiber artist host, Mo of Unseen Strands. Since this is a catch-up for Thursday, I'm going to actually tell you what happened Thursday instead of telling you what happened the last couple of days, because the last couple of days weren't really all that interesting, and that's why I just covered some general topics in those. But as I mentioned before, my littles had escaped, and how they escaped was Nanny had come to pick them up. Probably it was close to 1 when she actually did, and she had taken them because my husband had got invited by a partner company or whatever to go see the new Star Wars movie as a premiere at the theater that is closest to us. And we had thought this was the full dinner experience that they had done at the other theater that's further away when the new Solo movie came out. But this time it was just popcorn and pop. But that was still fine with us. It was just we would have planned a little differently if we would have known food was not included. But not to spoil your Star Wars movie for you, I won't tell you what happens, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm sorry guys, but I am not the biggest Star Wars fan. I don't mind watching them. It goes on par with me with a lot of like the Marvel movies and other movies that are more action-based. Now, I totally understand where you guys are in love with all the action scenes and could care less for all of the speaking and drama and things, but that's what I can enjoy out of a movie. I can't enjoy the lightsaber battles, and I can't enjoy all the speeding around, you know, spacecraft fights and all these things. And it's not that I don't dislike it. It's just that as a person where visuals don't matter, that's what those movies are made for. So I understand, but at the same time, I want to be able to, you know, have fun with my family. So I still went to the movie, even though if it were just up to me, I probably would have not seen this movie in the theater. And yes, there are descriptive video, I believe, for movies. I mean, I know that such a thing exists. I have personally never done such a thing. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I know I have a friend that says that usually they are absolutely terrible. And from what I've understood, that it is very specific showings of a movie that will include this. And I don't even know how you would go about getting that set up. I'm sure you just have to contact customer service, but I don't get on the phone, and if I do get on the phone, I have the little screaming in my ear all the time. So yeah, it's just something that wasn't available when I was still in high school, and so it's something I've never really ventured out into doing because it's just not a huge big deal to me. Usually I can go to whoever I'm sitting next to tell me what's going on when I really need it. That being said, it definitely was just that middle par for me for a movie. And we actually were able to take one of my friends to the movie. I was actually unable to use my husband as my reference guide for the end of the movie. So even though I know basically what happens, I don't know exactly how that happened. So I told you I can't give you any spoilers. Well, I could give you spoilers for the movie, but at the same time, I can't tell you about those spoilers because I don't know. I don't know how that happened because it wasn't verbally spoken. It was just visually displayed. And so I'm still very clueless on a lot of the stuff that happened in the movie because the friend that I took is a super fan and she just kept raging on and on about all the details, about all the little things that she picked up about different like things and trying to connect characters to different things. And I'm just like, I just want to know what happened. But since it was a preview showing or whatever, it did get over not super late, but later than I was already tired by that time. So I just didn't care. And even though it was a fun experience and the kids got to mess around and watch a movie before all their friends, well, probably most of their friends would, and Nanny took the little, so we had a nice evening slash afternoon without them. That was my day yesterday.